Alright, so I've been meaning to do this for a while, I just kinda haven't. So I'm going to commentate my Bomberman 64 any% speedrun, which the time for that is 23 minutes 55 seconds, which is the current record. And I'm going to do that in the most convenient way possible for me, which is window capturing the YouTube video. Not the best production value on this, or video quality. If you want the best video quality, then just view the original video, which is on this channel. So yeah, let's get on into it. So the first thing I should explain before I even play the video is that I'm going to select normal difficulty, and then I'm going to reset the console right away, and that just skips the opening cutscene, which is like over a minute long. You can't skip it by pressing the start button, is what I'm saying. You can't skip it normally, so you have to reset the console to skip it, and then enter back into the file, and it'll be played, I guess. It'll be gone. So yeah, let's get into it. So I'm also playing on the Japanese version. I need to talk about that. Okay, that didn't pause the video. That's really nice. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm playing on the Japanese version, and I paused it here because I need to explain this. The reason the Japanese version saves time is not text. The text boxes that you see in this run, there's as many text boxes on the Japanese version as there is on the English version for the ones that you see in this run. So the reason it does save time though is because of this screen right here with the Hudson logo. You can skip this screen instantly. The screen that it's replaced by on the English version, because it's not on the English version for some reason, I don't know why, is a black screen that says Bomberman 64 licensed to Nintendo. And it takes like 5 seconds before you can skip it. So it's just a little time save on the version. Just gonna enter right into Green Garden. First thing I do is I zoom in my camera by pressing C up. What that does is it prevents lag because there's less things on the screen, because you have like less region captured on your on your camera, so there's less things on the screen naturally. The reason I do that little bomb jump there is because when Bomberman falls from a ledge, or just falls in general, he has a little landing lag at the end of the fall, and that bomb just knocks me straight into the switch, so that skips that landing lag. These switches just eliminate these little orbs, and those orbs power the force field, I guess. And then after the force field's gone, you can get to the crystal and end the level. You can use this pumped up bomb to jump over this gap. Stuff like that is actually intended by the developer, just like using bombs to get over gaps. It's required in Black Fortress, I think. I think it's required in Black Fortress, but it's certainly required in Rainbow Palace, which is the area of the game that you don't see in this category, but you would see if you got all 100 cards in the first 5 areas. There's a bomb jump right here, that I can do to get to this crystal sooner. I'll explain what bomb jumps are later when I do them, but there is a bomb jump here. The reason I don't do it in runs is because it barely saves any time, and you can't set it up. You can't like think about a visual cue, because you just have to do it while running, which makes it a lot harder to do and a lot more dangerous than most bomb jumps are. Bomb jumps are pretty easy in general in this round. so it would be killing a lot more runs than I would want. This is serious, the first mini-boss. Mini-bosses, most of them go like that, where you just throw a bomb at them or kick a bomb at them and then throw them off the edge. It's important that I threw that bomb a little bit late, because if I threw it a little bit earlier, then the bomb would have bounced off his head and then landed on the edge. And if it landed on the edge, then when I was trying to get serious to go off the edge, he'd bounce off the bomb before going off the edge, which would lose just a little bit of time. These little dragon heads are activated by bombs. Dragon heads, snake heads, crocodile heads, whatever you want. These lifts are activated by kicking bombs under them. After this cutscene, these cutscenes are really annoying, by the way. There's no skips for them. Hopefully something will be found in the future, but not now. But you'll see I'm collecting my first 2 power-ups there. I got 2 radius upgrades that increases the radius of my explosions on normal bombs. 2 is the maximum for just normal black bombs. I messed up a bomb kick there, lost a little bit of time. The optimal pattern to get, I guess it's a pattern, the optimal drop to get from those boxes is 1 bomb and 1 radius. A bomb would just allow you to put down an extra bomb. At the moment I can only lay down 2. I'm going to need a bomb upgrade at some point so I can get to 3, which allows me to do triple bomb jumps. That big bomb blows up that little piece that's holding up the bridge, and that allows me to get into that teleporter. Worth noting, didn't note this when I got it, I got the remote bomb upgrade, which allows me to blow up bombs with Z. And that just saves time because I don't have to wait for the fuse of the bomb to go off on those lifts. It actually doesn't save a ton of time because you have to run over to get it, as opposed to if you didn't get it, you just like run straight towards the lift and then get the crystal. But it still saves a bit of time. This dragon, there's a 5 out of 11 chance that he does the fire attack, 5 out of 11 for the bite, and 1 out of 11 for the swoop. The fire is what I got, and you can get 3 hits on it, kill him in 1 cycle. I got a pretty good pattern there, he did the fire attack really quickly, which is good, but then after I finished him off, he went around the arc to the other side, which is not what you want to happen, but it's not a big deal if it does happen. It just loses a little bit of time. The other 2 attacks, the swoop is the one that takes the longest, it's also the least likely, and then the bite, you can only get 1 hit on it. You can only get 1 hit on the swoop as well. So here, you'll see our first bomb jump. I also got the bomb upgrade that I needed, so that's good. And another bomb jump. Bomb jumps are pretty simple. Most of them have very solid visual cues or like setups. Like I ran across those boxes to set up the bomb jump, and then you can't really see it here. There you go. And then so I ran across these boxes, and that put me in the perfect position for the bomb jump to get up to here. And then I brush up against this little brick wall here, and that puts me in the perfect position for the second one. So bomb jumps, the concept is that you put down a bomb, pick up a bomb, and then throw that bomb against a wall on top of your head. That bomb propels you back onto the first bomb that you put down, and then that propels you back onto the second bomb, and then that bounces you up to a height that you wouldn't be able to reach normally. You can get even more height with triple bomb jumps. The reason why you don't do triple bomb jumps on every single bomb jump is because the explosion could kill you if the height isn't big enough. Artemis quick kill, just run to the left and kick bombs at her, kick a bomb at her. There's a little bit faster quick kill, it saves like a third of a second, but I'm not as consistent with it, is that you run down at the beginning and then you kick a bomb up at her and then throw her down. It's a little bit of a time loss that I trade for more consistency, something I do a decent amount. Same thing with that green one bomb jump that I said I didn't do. So first triple bomb jump, you'll see here, same concept as the 2 bomb jump, but just putting down that extra bomb to get some extra height at the end. I get a heart there from the butterfly, and that will allow me to do a trick in the later stages of the run. One more triple bomb jump to finish off this level. Pretty decent. So now I'm going into fish. What fish can do... Hold on, I actually want to make sure I'm correct on something here before I say it. Okay, I thought correctly. Good. So fish, the optimal thing you can do after you get the first hit is his smash attack, which is a 5 out of 8 chance. But first you gotta get the first hit on him, and right here I get rejected by the tentacle. And eventually I get the first hit. A little slow, but it's okay. And I got the optimal pattern here. The other patterns are 2/8 or 1/4 for him swimming to the other side and then doing this bubbler attack where you can get 1 hit on him. And then the other one is him cutting your raft and then sending a big wave at your raft, and that allows you to get 0 hits on him, and it takes a long time, and that's a 1/8 chance. Something you can do here, I'm just going to throw the bomb straight in his mouth, but what he's doing is that he is going to pound the raft, and that's why it's called the smash attack. He smashes the raft. You don't see it because I immediately throw a bomb in his mouth for 2 damage, but before you throw the bomb in his mouth, you can throw a bomb at him and then hit him just like by hitting his body with the radius of your bomb, not throwing it in his mouth. And then if he gives you 2 or more smashes on the raft, then you'll be able to kill him just like right here. The reason why I do that, or why I don't do that in runs, is because it's not super likely that he'll give you more than 1 smash attack. So it's adding more luck to a really luck heavy run already. This run, there's a lot of luck in the boss patterns. So adding even more luck to that, just sorry, this isn't a completely optimal speedrun, but it's a pretty dang good one. I'm gonna use a big bomb to jump there. If I just ran off that edge, then I'd fall into the lava. Something here. I'm on the very edge of this slope. If I'm not on the very edge of the slope, then these fireballs that are coming up can hit me. It wasn't really an issue there because I was on, or the fireballs weren't on a cycle that they could have hit me, but if they were, then it could have been bad. Another thing to note, oh, sorry. I put down that bomb to despawn a guy that can spawn right here at the top of this slope, and he takes up like this whole thing, and he just leaves a little bit of space to the left of him. And I put that bomb down to despawn him. It's been found that the movement that you do there is actually what despawns him, so the bomb isn't really necessary, but the bomb was originally thought to be what despawned him, so I just keep doing that bomb, because why not? Hit those levers, and that lowers the exit. Pretty good red one there. Coming into Orion. Orion is probably the most difficult mini-boss. And that's because the quick hill is sort of difficult, and also he has a tendency to do things you don't want him to do. Like he'll just sometimes not do that attack, but right here, take him out pretty well. I use a big bomb because it's more consistent for me, I've found. But it does lose time there because it gets you a gold card. But it's not something that's worth noting, really. Like, the time loss isn't really worth noting. Going top route in this level saves a bit of time over going to the bottom. And that little bomb that I put down, it does the same thing that the one in green 1 did. It just skips the landing lag that Bomberman has when he lands from a fall, or from a large height, tall height. So I have to get off of the railway to avoid that guy, and then I can do this cutscene skip. So the intended way of finishing this level is that you blow up these two pillars here, and then these two pillars back there. You can't really see them very well, but they're over there, and then that lowers this little part of the track here. But you can just bomb jump there, and the exit, even though it doesn't have like the green arrow that some of the exits do, and it does after you lower the rail, the exit's still there without even triggering the cutscene. This is Ace. What you want him to do is spin. If he spins, which he's going to, you can kill him. Do all of his health. The other thing he can do there is he can punch you, and then he'll send a laser at you. And it takes a bit of time, and you can only get 2 hits on him, and then you have another chance at spin or punch. From my findings, it seems like it's more likely that he punches than spins, but I don't really know. I don't have a super large sample size from like the stuff I watched in my videos. It was like, I think it was like 3 out of 15. Which is really crazy, so I think that's just a thing of small sample size. I don't think they made it that unlikely. Sometimes that just happens, but I do think it's not super likely to get the spin. Like not over 50. So it's good that I got it. This level has wind. It's not very strong. You can see there I'm kind of powering through it and still making progress upwards. In hard mode, it's a lot stronger and it'll blow you off the level, or not the low level, but it'll blow you back quite a bit. You can't really fight it, but this is normal mode, so it's not very strong. That's nice. This big bomb is used to take out the base of that house, and then the roof, you can just run over the roof. Hit that button. There's a little jump you can do off that snowman, and it saves like barely any time at all if you do it completely correctly, which is pretty hard, especially on the camera angle I do. It's really strange to do. But you run into him as he's throwing a snowball, and you won't get stunned for a significant amount of time. You won't get stunned at all, you just get knocked back. And if you get knocked straight back towards the button, then it saves time. But any other kind of knockback that you get, you'll lose time. And the time save is very small. Artemis, I'm just going to have him charge downwards towards me. Again, I hate to have this run centered around things I don't do, but they're worth noting. There's a strategy on our Regulus that involves running upwards at him, and then you run upright to dodge the bomb that he kicks at you, and then kick a bomb up left at him. And if he gets knocked back the correct way, then you can kill him. It's about 2 seconds faster than that fight, I believe. But from my testing, it's like kind of weird the way he gets launched sometimes. It's not super consistent. At least not in my findings. I don't know, that might be just me not being particularly good at that strategy. This button is going to lower down the exit to this level, and the exit to this level is actually in the very first screen, so just gonna make a big loop around to get back to the first screen. There's an enemy at the bottom of the screen that was dubbed Gandalf Plant by a member of the Bomberman community named Slucky7, because he can get in your way and not let you pass, but that time he was being pretty friendly, so I was able to just go to the right and avoid him. This penguin though kind of gets in the way, so I have to run off. It wouldn't have been a big time loss if the penguin did like bonk me, but it's better that I just move to the left a little bit and make sure he doesn't hit me. That's less time lost. Coming up on, I almost said Spider. Coming up on Mantis, who is called Spider a lot because he has a web and he kind of looks like a spider. He doesn't have 8 legs, so he's not a spider, I guess. Fortunately, this boss, the pattern that he does doesn't affect like how fast you do this fight. Usually, there's a small chance that he goes onto the wall, and the fastest fight that I've ever gotten actually came from him coming on the wall. So you can save a bit of time on getting him on the wall, but you can also lose some time from him getting on the wall if you're not quick enough. So it gets you around the same time, no matter what pattern you get, which is nice considering all the other bosses that require you to hit a certain chance. So this is the level that's home to the skip that I was talking about in Blue Resort 3 that I needed a heart for. Up to that point, this level isn't super interesting. It's just kind of doing these 2 rooms a couple times where you do these little bomb hops. As I said earlier, these things are intended. And then these screens where you just kind of go to the right and then walk forwards. So this is the room that has the skip in it. Here it comes. Kick a bomb, pick up a bomb, and then once you get hit, kick a bomb after you drop. This puts you in this state where you're kind of floating, and you skip cutscenes, or just like any trigger won't load or go off. So there's a cutscene trigger that's right here where Sirius talks to you, and then there's a boss, mini boss there and the end of the level won't trigger unless you exit the state, and the way you exit the state is by putting down a bomb and then picking it up. So here comes Harvester. Harvester is known to be quite a jerk, but he was really nice here. The best thing you can do is to stand still at the start and then shoot these like high arcing rockets, which is what he does. And that allows me to get a bomb and a pumped up bomb. And then he stands still for a bit and then he moves, but just slightly, which is really good. And then he starts doing the rockets again, which is insane. I might have been able to slip in another big bomb, maybe even two. I don't know about two, but I wasn't too sure what he was going to do because he didn't do an attack for a while. He was just kind of standing still, so I wanted to be safe and just kick bombs at him. A 20-second fight though, which is what I got, is really, really good. So, Black Fortress 3, Trap Tower, is quite a long stage. It's the longest, I think. Yeah, certainly. This purple guy spawned, which is bad, but he went off to the left, which is good. So, this is, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened, really. I thought I was going to die when this happened originally. So what happened was, let me see if I can pause on the right moment. So when you do a bomb jump, you're supposed to go all the way up against the wall and then throw the bomb. What I do here is I throw the bomb before I'm all the way up against the wall. So what happens is that the bomb is too far left to knock me out. So I'm just kind of standing here like an idiot for the first time it hits the bomb, and then the second time it comes down, I actually realized in time that I had messed up, so I walked a little bit forward and was able to get hit by that bomb and just narrowly avoid those explosions there. Super lucky. A situation that I really shouldn't have been in the first place, but thank goodness I was able to analyze the situation correctly and quickly. It sounded really strange, but I'll go with it. Hit the 2 switch and that activates this little walkway there, that purple walkway. And this 4 switch activates a walkway off to the left. This bomb jump just skips having to walk through these lasers that you see on my right. It's important to get on the edge of this walkway just to avoid those enemies. It can be quite difficult to avoid if they decide to like linger in the middle, unless you're on the very edge of either side. Now I've done the difficult part of the stage, just kind of walking towards the end. There's a little trick on this part where I'm going to kick a bomb and then I'm going to pump up a bomb and throw it into the explosion of the kick bomb. That saves time over just pumping up a bomb and then throwing that pumped up bomb, because you'd have to wait for like 3 seconds of the pumped up bomb's time. I was really scared here. So what you're supposed to be doing during this cutscene is looking for where this green guy is. And you can see him right here doing nothing like in terms of committing to a way, which is what he usually commits to a side. So usually he'll be like right here and he'll be on the right, or like here for the left. Here he's in the middle. I have no idea what he's going to do, so I have to throw away a bit of I don't have to, but to be safe, because this is a crazy run, I don't want to throw it away. I zoom out my camera and pan it to the right just to see what he's doing, and he's going to the right, so I decide, okay, I can go to the left. I also just skipped behind. Okay, hold on. I clicked on accident to an early point in the video. So yeah, I saw him going off to the right, so I was able to go to the left. Zoom back in the camera, stop that lag, and go to the finish of the level. Pretty good level there. Other than, you know, the little thing at the end, which was interesting to say the least. So, this is Altair. He's got a pretty easy quick kill. And what you do is you just run to the left and then kick a bomb down right. And he should bounce off the edge. Or sometimes he'll bounce towards you and then you have to throw him off the edge. The former being the faster way. He didn't bounce off the edge there, he kind of bounced in front of me, so I had to throw him off. Got a 5:71 game time for that. You can get about, so that's about it's 5.7 seconds. I don't know why I'm saying about, there's the exact measurement right there. You can get like 4.6 seconds if you get it optimally, so I lost a second there, but he died, so it's okay. Altair phase 2, you just kick a bomb forwards. He does that thing, but I think he does it in the air, or he does it some way that you will never get hit by that little beam that he shoots out. And he gets stunned for an obscene amount of time, so you can just throw him off with that first bomb, and that's the run. Cool. Hope you guys enjoyed this commentated run. Sorry it's a little rough around the edges, I mess up my speaking here and there, but that's me. I don't want to do 100 takes of this, trying to get everything just right. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed.